I just might as well just bottom.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm low, time to bring the bass dirt.
Did you stream it?
I just started.
Oh.
I'm mad Drew and Rich had a good one being streamed.
Yeah, it was close for sure. Hey, it's the battle for Penn State right here. Big Miles versus Saquon. There you go. Ooh. Big Miles out here cutting up already. 189.
Dang, he had more than Saquon. Saquon be getting tired out there. What's up with this? What's up the fatigue on this?
Yeah,
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Denver Broncos. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
I need to see what we're talking about right here. I need to see what this defense right here talking about. Who else you got on your team? Let me see. Matt.
Nobody you know.
Bro, who got 30? Who's 34 at your nose tackle?
Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second-rounder from Penn State. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Nickel. Base defense.
It's a second down run with Sanders. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
I got pain. No, I don't have pain.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's see what we got.
Alert! 45, Mike. 43,
out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's complete, Stills. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. This is Way. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Well, yeah, limited making the roster better for real.
Yeah. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it not trading for extra. I'm cool with that. I just need to make some trades, like offensive line.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
PPP. Slam. Shift. 61. Matchbox lights.
Out of the shotgun. They run with Barkley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Fitzpatrick on first down. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Come on, here, come get some. Come get some. Come on here, come get some.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First down, Chicago.
That defense not stopping. Nosebleed, boy, I tell you.
Hey, check my 50. Check my 50. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
A first down carry for Barkley. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Tucker, a career 70% success rate from 50-plus. Just incredible. And the All-Pro is money from distance again there.
They ought to give him 4 points for field goals from some of the distances that this guy makes them from.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
What?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to...
Bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 2nd down, Barkley.
Oh, man,
and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You don't know how to draft nothing.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
They're drafting wide receivers and shit.
Bruh, I hate that. And I had to trade Brandon Cooks. I had to get line. I understand they try to go young with line. I get it. You try to go young with better from the draft.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Barkley. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Distance was never an issue, not in this mile-high air. But it doesn't matter what elevation you're at if you don't put it on target. And this one kind of takes off on him.
I hate when your people tired, they tired. Like, you can't do nothing.
Man, that's why I got scooped on that 3rd down. Saquon right there, but I wasn't up for it.
Like, you can't even sub them in. That's the crazy part.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Don't say nothing. Quick. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Green 80. You don't want nothing. Quick. Got it. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Taking it about the 16. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bears take over.
That's all we can do at this point. We ain't moving the ball off. Trash.
It ain't even too much better. I'm moving it, but I'm finishing. Get right to the little pass 50.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're not?
And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. You decide to go to football. You're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Yeah, that was
from the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
We're saying cover 3, base line, safety.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
J.D.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
That's true. I guess we just run the ball.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity. And he'll get it. Touchdown, Denver. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. third.
And
the Broncos have taken the lead.
That's the African strength, bro.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
Like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Fitzpatrick.
We got 2 of them, too. Look at that.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Fitzpatrick.
Oh, why didn't you
to Barkley on the check down.
I pressed it. I clicked
now
the
the
button.
Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Fitzpatrick.
Oh, give me him.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
It's a screen.
Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. Bears this out for Matthews. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
I can't believe they were caught.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fielded about a yard deep. Nifty move. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the run, it's Barkley. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to...
Now Fitzpatrick, it's out. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, probably they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jannard Avery able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
This is why I can't have no running quarterback, but I don't know how to use him yet.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Now it's Barkley, and they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Yeah. I was just worried about Saquon.
They'll go to Barkley again.
Ooh, they gave me that one.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Fitzpatrick from the gun on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Okay. I didn't even look at the wing last time. I see that junk on red, though. They're going to auto it.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
That's what's going to win the championship.
So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
So after the loss of 2, here's 2nd and 12 from the 23. Now a carry for Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Mike, 55. Check out right there. Target.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This is taken at the 23. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Demir Bird, his first touchdown of the new season as the Bears push further out in front.
Yeah, I'm probably the only
They
person
went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing is Wilson.
Oh, you hurting my dude, bro.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Check 24. Check 24.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On 1st down, Barkley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown, Chicago. Tanner Gabriel. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. You might need a massage from the trainer right now with all the work he's getting.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Wilson. He's going to take off with it. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll go again with McKissick. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Here's Wilson on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Miles Sanders. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Extra point by Moore, up and good.
That's the only thing I don't like about playing
to
the 28-14. When I play the CPU, I just use the CPU. Or the CPU really just be pressing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't really have to, like, practice your passing game.
And the mile high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yep.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. There are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Barkley on first down, running into a wall as he stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. The Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Wilson. finds his target, Fuller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Third down gain of 19. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Did y'all dude get his upgrade? His tackle for losses?
They'll run it again with Barkley.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It was like, what, under 150, under like 250?
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge. And someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand. Like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. After the incompletion here, 2nd and 10 from the 20.
In cover 3, I can kind of split it and get behind them.
To throw again, Wilson. And an alley to run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Offensive line got needed to be running the ball as much.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Bears, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gordon saying so long, everybody.
Did you?
Because of them sacks.
Who was the person that you were supposed to get it for?
Lua Khan. My boy turned.
Oh yeah, he got a sack.
No, I don't think he did. I don't think he got no sack. He might have though, but I think I got it though, just because them sacks push your passing. Like Russ had the passing yards, but your overall team yards wasn't there. Oh nah, never mind. He didn't get it.
Dang, I ain't getting no upgrades. That's crazy. My team played that bad. I ain't getting no upgrades.
I ain't getting no upgrades either. I ain't getting no upgrades. And I lost the Bears game. Dang, that's the only reason I drafted him so early, because he developing.
Let me see how many downs he's supposed to play. That's all I care about. I got playing J.O. in the final league. I'm frozen. Dang, he only played 30 downs that game? My people ain't never gonna get to 500. He's gonna take like the whole season, 16 games. Quarterbacks in the next. Let's see that.
First.
Oh, they in the first quarter?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just need a game on. I'm about to get off to see.
My boy ran a read option with Braxton Miller out there.
Yeah, I saw that. Man, I ain't trying to turn up. But I'm about to get off real quick and then have a game on and wait till they're over.
Alright, that's a bit.
Alright, bro.
Anything I ever do is top rank.